So, Josh, thank you so much for taking the time to tell us a little bit about your experience with us here at What Advertising. Why don't you get us started by telling us a little bit about what you do, and then what your first point of contact with us was?
So I am a videographer and a documentary filmmaker in Scotland, and I specialize in videos kind of about the environment for charities, uh, clients with interesting stories to tell, so nothing too bland if I can help it. Uh,
Awesome. I love that you keep things interesting.
yes, thanks. And my first point of contact was, I think, one of your sales reps, or it was someone who was on your staff, a guy called John Reed. I know he has a bit of experience in Google Ads, and he reached out and asked if I might want a bit of help getting my Google Ads set up, because I've never actually used them before. And I suppose I found the thought of doing Google Ads a bit overwhelming, because I'm quite often so busy making films, editing films, that I thought, am I ever going to have time to actually
Mm,
set up something like that?
yeah. And then you ended up just attending one of our webinars to find a bit more, right? So what was that like?
Oh, I found the webinar super helpful. And also the notes that we managed to get afterwards, just to kind of keep things fresh and refresh what we were being taught. But I found it super clear. It kind of helped me understand some of the Google Ads jargon, just some of the theories behind why you might get hits on some ads and you might not on others.
Hmm.
Keywords to use, keywords not to use. Yeah, it was definitely very helpful.
Excellent. And then from that point, we did a bit more of a consultation for you, and then we also wrote some ads for you as well to get you headed off. But you pretty much did most of the work yourself. Like, sure, we helped with some of the creative and like telling the story in good ad copy format, but you mostly did it yourself based on our guidance. So tell us a bit about that experience and what gave you the confidence to like go through that process and end up putting those ads live.
Yeah, well, so I talked to your consultant, John, and he and I think a couple of other people, perhaps in the office, back on your guys' side, had written me some ads, that we then perhaps finessed a little bit, and we
Yep.
decided which one was going to be best for my business. And yeah, you're very kind to say that I did a lot of the work, because actually you guys were super helpful, and I didn't have to stray too far from the kind of advice you gave to make it specific for me, because I think you guys took the time to look at my website, and we had a bit of a chat beforehand, so I felt like you really took what I had, built something great with it, and gave it back to me to work with. And
Awesome.
I put them up, and luckily I got a few hits. And for me, like, a hit can be pretty big, because that could be like weeks worth of work, almost definitely
Absolutely.
will be.
So tell us a bit about those results. I know there's one job in particular which turned into a few more jobs and actually made quite a big impact in the business.
Yeah, so I had it's kind of cool, because I'm a videographer in Scotland, but someone reached out to me from Ireland who works for an agricultural company, making kind of new and innovative equipment for agriculture in Ireland, but also in Scotland. So
Excellent.
I was firing around, meeting his clients, telling wee client stories for him, droning around, and yeah, it was great. And also, me and him were talking about him maybe getting me out to Ireland next, to shoot in their factory. And yeah, so just as is the way of these things, one job can lead to another, which is great.
Awesome. So glad that we were able to add the Google Ads component into your overall marketing strategy. It's really, really powerful stuff, especially if no one's ever heard of you before. It can help you break into parts of the market. So
Oh, absolutely.
just to wrap us up, Josh, I was wondering if you could just have a think about anyone who is watching this who might be on the fence about whether to work with us or not, either in a done for you capacity where we would do the work for them, or a consultation capacity where we give some guidance. what would you say to those people who are maybe not sure if it's a move that they want to make for their business at the moment?
Well, I'd say if it's the kind of like doing some of the work for you that you guys managed to provide, the work you guys provided, I mean, what more can you say than I put it up, I didn't have to do much, and clients started getting in touch, and I got jobs out of it, you know. I got jobs from various places that wouldn't have found me otherwise, I'm pretty sure, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's great for businesses that are maybe in their first few years or even longer than that, because often businesses will, you know, they'll get clients, and if you're kind of good at what you do, you can build a client base with your kind of just from networking within businesses that know businesses, charities that know
Yep.
charities. But this is a way to really broaden the scope and give you a bit more freedom within your business. And you guys, the content you created was just super effective. So I'm very grateful for that.
Excellent.
And also in terms of consultation, it was very clear, and also you guys are very amiable. You're very easy to chat to, you know. And it doesn't feel like I'm having to come on and, you know, come on to some sort of corporate meeting. It feels much more like checking in with people who care about how your business is doing and just want to help you, and, you know, we can all kind of help each other. So yeah, I'd very much recommend going with you guys.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate especially what you said a moment ago about you getting more freedom in your business. And that makes me so happy because that's one of the core things we like to do, giving people that freedom and broadening the scope of the business. So excellent. Thank you so much, Josh. Massively appreciate it. And perhaps we'll do some more work with you in the future.
Fantastic. Hope so.
All right. Talk soon.